I'm Raz.
I'm Harry.
And together we are Luggage
And Lattes.
Welcome to our newest episode. Okay, before we start, we've got a little secret to tell you.
Wait. Hold it to the end. So we visited Dubai and we found that it was a very, very expensive place to go to. So we wanted to come up with 10 free things that you could do so you can experience that when you're there.
We absolutely loved Dubai. It is so vibrant and it's full of colour and it's full of life. Don't get us wrong, it is expensive in places, but there are so many amazing things you can do for free.
Let's start with number 1. So the
Number
first...
10. Number 10, Dubai fountains.
We visited the Dubai fountains on the first night, having heard a lot of good things and that it was inspired by the Bellagio fountains in Las Vegas. We have to go and see it in person.
The daytime fountains run between 1 and 1:30, and then the evening times run every 30 minutes between 6 p.m. and 11 p.m. So you've got to get there, get your spot early, and get that amazing view.
It does get very, very busy as well, so if you can be there maybe 25 minutes before they start, I'm not exaggerating.
That's very specific.
Yeah, I mean, if you can get there as early as possible before the next showing, you're gonna get a good chance to get a good spot for the whole show.
You can stand anywhere around the fountains. You can even stand on the bridge opposite the Burj Khalifa. So stunning to watch. They light up the whole sky.
One of the things that you can do as well is to go and watch it from the mall itself. That can be on a balcony, and it's really, really nice to go and see the whole thing from a whole different perspective.
It's so worth it. Number 9. Standing 829 meters tall, the tallest building in the world is the Burj Khalifa. And let me tell you, it's pretty tall. It's 120.
I spilled on myself.
Oh no.
Just ignore it, guys. She was talking about the world's tallest building. We go again.
It stands 829 meters tall.
It's honestly spectacular. One of the things that you have to go and see once in your lifetime, at least. The view is absolutely unreal. I was walking just alongside it and then I had to crank my neck all the way back just to see the top of it. Just to go and look at it is absolutely free and it's an insane view. But you can go inside the Burj Khalifa for a price and go to the viewing decks.
There are 2 viewing decks that you can go to, one on the 125th floor and one on the 146th floor.
The views between those don't really make a difference that much. They're pretty much the same on any viewing platform, but if you want a glass of champagne, maybe go to the 148th floor just so you can get that experience. Moving on to number 8, the Dubai Mall.
I really liked the Dubai Mall. I found that they have the Matilda cake shop, which is amazing. The stores there were so stunning. It's also home to a massive game center if you're into gaming, and not forgetting one of the world's largest aquariums, which is absolutely insane.
The mall itself is free to go to, of course. If you're gonna buy anything, then that is gonna cost. But just to go and see the aquarium for free is an experience in itself. Where in the world are you gonna go to a mall and go and see a shark? In the middle of your shopping, you can go and eat a cheesecake, go see some fishes, and then maybe go watch the waterfall nearby.
So, we messed up.
Yeah, it turns out that we should have checked the battery before we started filming. So,
yes.
Besides the point, irrelevant. Right.
Back to it. Number 7, the Gold Sook.
The Gold Sook kind of gave me an insight into what Dubai was like maybe 30 years ago or 40 years ago before everything was built within the desert. Shopping was just super hectic, just somewhere where everyone is trying to get you into their shop to buy whatever they're selling. It's kind of a cool place to see. Where in the world are you gonna go get a whole plate of armor on your chest? Very, very random.
I did that.
You did get that weird thing.
The headdress.
The headdress, yes.
Loved it.
That was awfully strange.
Honestly, loved it. Would do it again. It's so fun.
Where on earth are you gonna wear that?
So, it's not about wearing it out, it's more about just having it. And I just thought it was really cool to try on, to be honest. We were walking through the streets of the Gold Sook and Literally every single shop was just like laden with gold. So you'd look to your right and you'd look to your left and there was just gold and diamonds, and it was so stunning. I was really intrigued to see how the market actually runs and how bustling and vibrant it really is. Just wanted to get involved and try on some armor. One thing I definitely recommend when you're going to visit just outside of the touristy areas of Dubai is just be a little bit more respectful of your clothing. Now, it's not to say don't wear what you want, it's just being respectful of the culture, because in Dubai and in the United Emirates, it's a little bit more respected to be slightly more covered up. So I preferred to wear something that was long sleeved, but at the end of the day, it's completely up to you.
Number 6, the Spice Hook. Conveniently located right next to the Gold Souk is the Spice Hook. It's one of the most colourful places that you can go to in Dubai. It's a complete sensory explosion. The different sights, the different smells, like everything you can do there is pretty cool. You may not want to buy anything, but just to go there is an experience in itself.
One thing that we did, and I would absolutely recommend you guys doing this too, just walk into any shop that you choose that has some spices, has some interesting things you've never seen, and literally just immerse yourself in it. So what we did was walk into this shop here. We just asked the shop owner if we could smell a few spices, if he could talk us through some of the spices that he was selling. Out came 2 other people. They showed us all these different spices, different teas as well. And we had so many amazing experiences in this one shop.
Generally, people are pretty friendly as well, so they'll be more than willing to take you through all the different things that they offer. Number 5, the Atlantis lobby. The Atlantis lobby is absolutely stunning. You could probably spend half a day there just wandering about, seeing the different shops, watching another aquarium. I think it's the 2nd largest in Dubai, and going to get some ice cream after.
So I think the aquarium for me was my favourite part of the Atlantis. There are some amazing corners of the Atlantis that you can see, and so many restaurants as well. Tickets to the aquarium are roughly around £28, which is roughly 130 AD. If you don't want to see the whole aquarium, you can actually see all the creatures from one huge pane of glass in the lobby. So don't forget to see that, because it's absolutely free.
You can't really miss it. As soon as you go into the lobby, it's huge.
There are 65,000 marine animals inside this aquarium. Let's quick fire it.
Sharks,
Piranhas,
jellyfish,
crabs,
seahorses,
fish.
I think I said fish. Basically anything you can think of, it's probably there. Maybe not a whale. You're asking for too much.
Come on now. Number 4, Zabeel Park. Zabeel Park is one of the most beautiful places you can visit for a tranquil and peaceful experience in the busyness of Dubai. It is a beautiful green space, and you can see all the sights with a 360 view around you. You can see the Burj Khalifa on one end, and you can see the Dubai frame.
You can take these little scooters out that you can go around the whole park, and you're probably going to need it because Zabeel Park is the size of 45 football fields.
Wow.
Technically, it's not £0 and 0 pennies. You do have to pay a little bit. I think the equivalent of £1.50 or something like that.
So 5 AED. You can go on boat rides, and there's also something called the Garden Glow, which is this beautiful area of the park which we didn't actually get to visit. It is just lit up at night. So if that's something that you're into, then definitely check that out.
As spoiled by Ras in the previous one, number 3 is the Dubai frame. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit skeptical about going to see a random frame in the middle of a city.
Fair.
Sounds like a bit of a waste of time to me. I was proven wrong. It is pretty cool to see.
Anything in Dubai is just
large scale.
Large scale.
Everything is just extra.
100 times better than what you'd imagine. And this is what this frame was to us.
You don't necessarily need to go to the frame itself. You can go there, and it costs about 50 dirhams to go straight to the top of it and go and see the view. However, we just went through Zabeel Park, stumbled across it, and then we saw the frame itself.
I mean, it was quite hard to stumble across, but this was built in 2013. If you do want to go up the frame to the observatory, it's roughly around £11, which is equivalent to about 50 AED.
So make sure you go there, go get a selfie with the frame, because it's completely free by Zabeel Park.
Number 2 is the Dubai Creek Harbour. Now, I am really sad to say that I didn't get to experience it myself because I left slightly earlier than Harry. So Harry, take it away.
So the Creek Harbour was genuinely one of my favourite things to do whilst in Dubai. I've been to Dubai 3 times before and I'd never heard of this place. I randomly came across a TikTok which showed us like a random Starbucks, but it looked really cool. So I decided to go there and check the Creek Harbour out. In there, you can kind of feel how really old Dubai was like. In my head, the timelines went from Creek Harbour, Gold Souk, modern Dubai. Probably completely wrong, but that's all I saw, and it was just one of the coolest experiences I went to. You can go into the different shops and see various Aladdin lamps, for example, or clothing, or all these random things. I was just walking around there, listening to Aladdin, just trying to immerse myself in the whole thing. Yeah, no, I am that tourist that listens to Disney. Whilst I was there, I also got a sand coffee. It was really, really cool.
I've seen those.
It is really cool. So they heat up the coffee on really hot sand. It was about £3 or something like that. So really cool to get that authentic experience.
So now we have number 1, which is Kite Beach. This was the best beach by far. Let me tell you, Dubai has changed a lot. And I never thought that the beaches would make me feel like I'm literally just in California. I felt like I was on the shores of LA, and somehow I was also getting the culture of Dubai, and it was so cool to actually immerse myself on the beach. The skateboarders going on one side, having kites on the other side, and just all in all, such a great vibe, such a great atmosphere, and everyone's just having the time of their lives.
You can go and get various different kinds of food, coffee, drinks, whatever you want is there. One of the things that we planned to do was to go and see it at sunset. And it was a really, really cool experience because the sun just lowers all the way down into the sea and melts into the water.
It was really special, that moment, and just sitting there, hearing the water on the beach, seeing the sun setting, and then looking to your left and seeing the high-rise buildings and the skyline of beautiful twinkling Dubai.
You can also see the Burj Al Arab from the water. It's one of those things where you kind of have to go, because where in the world are you going to get really warm ocean water? Because that was beautiful.
And there we have it. That is our top 10 list of free things you can do in Dubai.
Now, we did leave the surprise for the end.
We have got a very big announcement to make that is going to be so exciting. I can't wait to share with you that we have moved
down under to Australia. So we're currently in Sydney, so expect to see a lot more videos about Australia and Sydney in general. Stay tuned for that and hit subscribe to make sure you don't miss it.
Why did you sound so sad?
I don't know, like, I felt like you were Luggage and I was Lattes, you know?
Okay, do you want to do it again?
You're built like a box, to be fair.
Like a box? Don't know what that means, but I think it's an insult.
I don't know, did it hurt a little bit?
Yeah.
Then it was an insult.
Don't know what's happening. I don't know what to say.
Take your mind back.
Okay.
You
The
were
Gold Souk. The Gold Souk is wonderful. Oh, bright lights.
big cameras.
Big city.
This is going swimmingly.
Right. So I got iced oat lattes. So let's see how it goes.
Let's give it a go.
Oh, we need to look here. Iced oat latte. Wait, we should do a cheers. Okay. Right, we have two iced.
Right, come on.
Okay.
Take 6.